Hello, my name is Steve Newman, and I'm a senior sales engineer at Sweetbriar. At Sweetbriar, our expertise spans the entire portfolio of Google Cloud solutions with specialties in Google Workspace and Google Cloud Platform. Today, we'll be starting a series protecting your organization's security and privacy with Google Workspace's advanced security features. Data loss prevention, or DLP, for Google Workspace includes data protection options for both Gmail and Drive. In this Google Workspace solution demo, we'll cover how to create DLP rules for both Gmail and Drive and how these rules impact the end user experience. For Gmail data loss prevention, or DLP, rules are created within the admin console under the Gmail settings. In this portion of the demo, we'll cover how to create a DLP rule that blocks emails if it contains a social security number. Then we will show the end user experience when trying to send an email containing a social security number. Now we're in the admin console. Select Apps, Google Workspace, Gmail. Now in the Gmail settings, select Compliance. Next to Content Compliance, select Configure. You'll notice at the top, a short description is required. In Section 1, Email Messages to Effect, select Outbound. Section 2 controls the content the rule searches for. We'll select Add. Select the drop-down next to Simple Content Match. As you'll notice, there are multiple content match options. We'll select Predefined Content Match. You'll see by default, it's actually set to Social Security number. Since this is what we're looking for, we don't need to change the rule. If we were looking for a different predefined content detector, we could hit the drop-down and choose a different selector. This is just a subset of all of the predefined content detectors available. We'll select Save. Section 3 controls what happens if the specified content is found in a Gmail message. We'll select the drop-down next to Modify Message. You can modify, reject, or quarantine. We'll select Reject Message. You have the option to put in a custom rejection notice. We've already put one in. We'll select Save. Now you notice in the Content Compliance section, the new rule is actually listed. You have the ability to update the rule as desired, or if you need to create an additional rule, simply select Add Another Rule. In this section, we'll cover an example from the end user perspective of how DLP can protect email data. The Social Security number rule we created in the previous section will block an email from being sent because it contains a Social Security number. Now we're in the inbox. At the top left, select Compose. Here's the email message. We notice an attachment that says SSN. If we were to look at the attachment, it's an actual Social Security card with a Social Security number on it. When the user tries to send the message, they immediately receive a notification. Select the new message. They receive a message notifying them that the message was not delivered. You'll notice at the bottom, the custom rejection notice we created is there. In this section, we'll cover how to create DLP rules for Google Drive. In this example, we'll show you how a Workspace admin can create new DLP rules using one of Google's templates. Then we'll show you the end user experience when attempting to share a file that is blocked by a rule. Now in the Google Admin Console, on the left-hand side, select Security, Access and Data Control, Data Protection. At the bottom, Manage Rules. Here we can view the existing DLP rules for the organization and also their status, active or inactive. At the top right, select Add Rule. Choose New Rule from Template. This page displays all the available rule templates. Click Prevent Financial Information Sharing at the top left to begin creating our new DLP rule. We can give our rule a custom name and description. And then at the bottom, the scope section, we can specify who the rule will apply to using organizational units or groups. We'll go ahead and hit continue to accept the pre-filled default options shown here and proceed to the next section. Here's where you choose the applications affected by the rule. Google Drive is already selected, so we'll go ahead and hit continue. This rule already includes multiple content detectors. Click the drop-down to view additional content detectors. This is just a small subset of all of the content detectors available. We'll go ahead and select bank account number. Each content detector can be used to search specific areas of a Drive file. Click the drop-down to view the content area search options. Here, you can choose all content, body, suggested edits, or title. We'll go ahead and choose all content. At the bottom, we'll go ahead and choose continue. The action section provides multiple options for how to respond when matched content is found. Click the drop-down to view the action options. You can block external sharing, warn on external sharing, or disable download, print, and copy for commenters and viewers. We'll select block external sharing. The alerting section provides options for how severe a security alert should be when the DLP rule is triggered. We'll hit the drop-down next to low. We'll go ahead and change the option to medium. You also have the ability to send an alert to the Alert Center. We'll select the checkbox. Or if desired, you can also add individual email recipients. We'll go ahead and select Add Email Recipients. In the Find and Select Recipients, we can put what user we're looking for, and then select Done. Now we'll choose Continue. This page gives us a description of the rule to make sure and verify all the rule settings are correctly configured. We can scroll down, choose if we want the rule to stay active, or we can switch it to inactive. We'll keep it at active, and we'll go ahead and hit Create in the bottom right. It'll take us back to the rule template page, and as you notice, at the bottom, Created Rule, Prevent Financial Information Sharing. This is the rule we just created, so now we know that it is available. In this section, we'll cover how a data loss prevention rule for Google Drive appears to a user that attempts to share sensitive content. Now, inside the document, under Customer Profile, we can see sensitive information is in the document. We can quickly determine that the document is protected by a DLP rule because the sharing button has a shield icon on it. We'll go ahead and select Share. Now, before we add a new user, we see at the bottom there actually is a Gmail user that has lost access to the file. They had access to the file before the DLP rule was created and then lost access as soon as the DLP rule was created. If we attempt to share with another user outside the organization, when we select Send, we receive a notification this content is restricted outside the organization. Thank you so much for your time today. We enjoyed showing you how to create DLP rules for both Gmail and Google Drive and what the end user experience looked like.